For this video, we're going to learn how to import blocks. Let's start by expanding the blocks panel and click on the show more options and load blocks. So you can either import blocks from the pre-quilt library or you can import them from your own stash. We don't have any blocks at the moment, so let's start by importing it from the pre-quilt library. I'm going to scroll down and look for the 4-patch block. For now, I'm only going to select this one block and then click the import button. And now the block is in our quilt. I want to fill this 4-patch block to the entire grid. So I'm going to click on this infinity sign and then deselect right here. So it's pretty simple to import blocks from the pre-quilt library, but what if you want to create your own block and save it to the stash? So let's do that by clicking the Make Custom Block, and that brings up the block editor. And we're just going to create this block with 3 stripes. Okay. So when I create a shape by clicking on these shapes down here, it automatically links this shape to the color tag A. Okay. So now I want to link this shape to B this time. And so we have a block that is that has 3 shapes. This one is linked to color tag A, and this one is B, and this one is C. So let's now give this block a name. I'm just going to call this A, B, and C. And I'm going to save this block to my stash. Okay, so now we have the block in our quilt, and we also have it in our stash. Let's jump over here to a different browser tab. And this is my dashboard, and I'm in my stash right here, my block stash. So as you can see, this is the block that we just created. Okay, let's go back to our design, and let's add this to this area right here, and click onto the Add to Quilt button. Okay. So now let's create a more complicated block, but this time we're going to create the block not from our quilt, but from the dashboard. So let's jump back to this. So I'm just showing you this because I want to let you know that there's 2 ways to create blocks to save them to your stash. Okay. So I'm going to click onto the Create New Block. And since this one is going to have more stripes, I'm going to make them 5. I'm just going to decrease this to 5 by 5, and then click on here. And so as you can see, it's defaulted to color tag A. And then I'm going to copy this. This one will be B. Clone that. And then, so with our 4th shape, our 4th stripe, we're going to create a new color tag, and we're going to link that with this new color tag that's called D right here. And I'm just going to change the color to maybe like an orange. Clone this, and then create another color tag. And this one automatically gives it a name of E, and maybe make that like a yellow, and then I just have to link it. Okay, so we have 5 shapes, and each shape is linked to a separate color tag. This one's A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so let's give this a name of A, B, C, D, and E, and save this to our stash. And let's jump back to our quilt design and then import this block that we just created. Okay, so because I have 5 color tags, okay, when I import this block, it's going to look through all the color tags that this block is being used. So it's going to go through this white one, which is A, B, and C, and then it's going to understand that this quilt already has A, B, and C, so it's not going to recreate these color tags. But when it gets to D and E, it's going to compare the block with the quilt design and understand that they're going to have to, the quilt is going to have to recreate these two color tags for my quilt. So it's just important to understand that when you import blocks, sometimes it will create color tags and add them to your quilt design. Okay. So we have A, B, and C, and D right here, and E. Okay. So let's add this to this lower part. And now we can change the colors. Okay, so let's change the color of A. And since all these blocks are using color tag A, you're gonna notice that they will all change. Okay, so let's change that to blue, or maybe a purple. Okay, and we can even randomize the colors. If you don't like this one, you can always go back. So I'm going to continue to randomize the colors. And so when we randomize the colors, what it's doing is it's going through all the color tags and then randomly assigning a new color value to each of these color tags. So I hope this gives you a better understanding of how to import blocks. If you have any questions, write them down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.